Hi everyone, it's Bitcoin from the another reason I can't live stream. Hi everyone, it's Bitcoin from the Big Chubowski in the last week of 3v3. Before getting into this week, there's something I want to show you guys that I am really proud of and really happy with. Far more than any Grand Arena round I think I've ever played. So in this last territory war we fought Gaw Elite, which is the sixth highest guild by GP. And I guess also in terms of strength, if you compare those top 6 guilds to each other. We fought them for the first time and we actually beat them, which to us is probably the pinnacle of what we'll be able to achieve. We made the second Maw guild sweat pretty hard at some point. The first Maw guild stomped us really hard and the other two we didn't face yet. But yeah, for us this was awesome, super great victory with a lot of effort from everyone. So really quite fun, and that's truly ultimately for me what I enjoy more than Grand Arena. It's just something I can't really make videos about because then you're just feeding everyone a lot of intel on what not only our guild but also the other guilds are using. So unfortunately it's just not something you can really cover, but it's truly I think where the cool stuff in the game happens. Grand Arena is a lot more individualistic, but there's nothing quite like the vibe you get in Discord from everyone just being super pumped about beating a good guild. So yeah, that was really cool. Now for this round, in this final week, I'm fighting General Hernat. Now General Hernat was the previous owner. He was in Cobra Caw, one of the top 6 guilds as well. But he actually sold his account. I reached out to him because I know the guy a little bit. I reached out to him, but he said he sold his account, so now it's in the hands of Jedi Master Revan, who is in the guild Ventress Moon. Guild quite a bit lower, but yeah, the account's still pretty phenomenal. 9.5 mil GP, so a good bit over me. Plenty of Grand Arena Omicrons as well. And as far as I can tell from the board, the owner just kind of left the 3v3 defense that Hernat initially used, or at least in the last week that I could see. So these are all pretty much identical to what he was using before. There was really only one change actually, which was in the new team where B1, where B1 is, that used to be L3. So that was changed around. Everything else is identical. So either this is the cleverest trap ever and they're going to have changed the back wall entirely, or more likely they just kept the same defense and I'll have to play against that. So he has plenty of GLs for offense and I don't really have a whole lot of them on defense. I've got over here Lord Vader, Starkiller. I think I used the defense that I had a while ago because I've been pretty busy after the territory war catching up on everything. So I didn't really have the time to scout too much and yeah, kind of gone with something I did before. So maybe fleets is going to be the most interesting thing, I have no clue. Unless I goof something up on offense, that's entirely possible as well. So let me get started there and I guess, yeah, let's just straight up go for the kind of risky thing. I considered, given that he probably has a lot of GLs on offense, to use a Galactic Legend here, but honestly, like in many other rounds, I'd really rather just experience these things for myself, understand how the fight works, understand what the risk factors are, and if it doesn't work out, then it doesn't. If I lose the round, it's really not a big deal. As you've seen, I just don't really drop below rank 500 or so. I just face opponents that I can actually handle and then climb right back up. So from my perspective, what's the point? I really don't think with my account I can get into top 100. Now there's a guy in my guild, TPC. He's actually managed to get into the top 50, which is completely crazy. And he has only a little bit more GP than me. He has less Grand Arena Omicrons, I believe. One less, I'm not even sure there. So props to him, that's fantastic. I'm just not sure I can do that. Maybe it's something I'll want to try at some point, but right now I'm not really feeling as motivated for that. Especially in 3v3 as well. You get some locked healing immunity so that these counters actually accomplish something. I'll probably go for... kind of have to think about what makes sense here, if you go for Barris or if you go for Darth Vader, because she's gonna cleanse the weakest ally every time, so I think going for her ends up making more sense. I still have PTSD from last time I used that roar, and it ended up costing me. So I think I'd honestly rather break the team here than roar again, which actually didn't work, so mildly stressful. But I've got it covered now. So could you lose this with a lower relic Wampa? Absolutely, though that was also a relic 8-star killer. And you've got to be a bit mindful there to get the healing immunity on there, because if you don't, then they're probably going to be recovering a little bit too much. Okay, next up, I fought this one in the past, but then I didn't use an optimal team comp. I had Padme with Mace and Ahsoka, I believe. And instead of doing that, I now want to use the actual, more successful version, which has Jedi Knight Anakin and General Kenobi. It can also be done with Ahsoka Tano instead of Jedi Knight Anakin. But you definitely need GK there. Mace doesn't work, because Mace, his taunt is like, yeah, not as reliable, gets dispelled really easily. But apparently this comp does a much better job, so let's see how that does. I'm probably taking a little bit of risk in most of the matches. Last time my Padme got stunned in the opener. She can actually... So if she was slower here, you would still lose this, because Chewie would smash and that would kill Anakin, pretty sure. So that's not too awesome. So her speed is really important for this, and now, as you can see, all the protection up still gets dispelled. So yeah, I'm gonna do an AoE here just to clear their buffs. But I could totally still go down here. I'll put up Retribution, I think, rather than group attack. Although Dash's AoE might be up in a sec. And I think he applies Daze first, so it's not going to do too much. I'll just do the group attack instead. Then go for the kick here. That did not kill. And Dash wasn't up just yet, actually. That does kill. Now I can start going for Dash. So this is very, very losable in my opinion anyway. And this should do the job. I suppose I get rid of Vandor immediately, so just reset on Cat. It also means that Rey's definitely going to get a Master's Training, but it's whatever. I don't really get to Hermit Yoda anyway. I'm not sure why that was evaded. Ability block him so he doesn't heal, because then I'm gonna be taking quite a lot of whirlwinds in quick succession. And just one, in my opinion, is enough. Ability block again, hopefully got it. Let's... kind of wasted. I think I might just basic then. So using it on Hermit Yoda, like, what's the point? I don't think I'm really gonna get him out. It's so weird how quickly Rey goes down after that ult. I'm really not used to seeing her fall over so quickly. And it's a Relic 8 Rey, she's not going to be low health or anything. She just kind of falls apart after the ultimate. I'm kind of surprised, like if you compare it to 5v5, it feels like even with a full team, getting through Rey takes forever, but I guess not in this case. So I'll fight the Darth Revan next. Over here, I wanted to try something different. Again, I could spend a GL, but really I'd rather be learning. So, historically people would often run Thrawn lead against Darth Revan. And it makes sense because they debuff you, you gain a lot of turn meter from it, and it allows you to just more quickly cycle through Merciless Massacre, etc. But now, for some reason, people run Darth Vader lead more often since this season, and they get pretty much the same win rates, if not a little bit higher. So I'm actually kind of surprised to see that, and I want to see it for myself, I guess. So it says here that the turn meter removal can't be resisted. So they're immune to turn meter reduction while they're debuffed. So normally seen, I feel like Darth Vader lead, the only thing it would add then is the extra offense and the regaining of the dots. So I guess it's mostly about that. So let's just see how it goes. Now, if this was a slightly higher relic Darth Revan than it is, I would absolutely not feel comfortable about this fight. Logical thing to me would be to turn meter swap here. No clue if it's also the smart thing. I'll do a crush on Sith Empire Trooper. And I should already saber throw here, because that helps you to get it back quicker later on. Okay, and with that extra offense you get the kill, so I guess that's the whole reason this lead is used. I do have a Relic 8 Darth Vader I should add. He's not... well, and actually he also has offensive modding, so that's a thing. Since I have Corrupt Battle Meditation, I'm just gonna basic here. And I kind of need to get back in control of this fight. That won't really do anything, actually. Only thing I can do with a Fracture is... it's really just a dispel, but this fight's not looking too great. Let me stun this guy instead, which I can't. Oh, this is backfiring hard. I would not have guessed that I was gonna go down to Sith Empire Trooper here, of all characters. But that is happening. Interesting. Well, I must have misplayed something. But I'm really not sure. There weren't too many turns to take. But I feel like with Thrawn lead, it wouldn't look like this. I honestly prefer it. And like, I'll review the footage, but I don't think I would run this again. Even though you get the guaranteed kill. With Darth Vader on Darth Revan, to me, it's just dicey. I really don't like it. So it could be that this cost me the round, but I wanted to see for myself what makes the fight so different. And you're just so much slower without the Thrawn lead, it's pretty crazy actually. Alright, since that was really the Darth Revan team, I guess I'll just use my troopers over here. And probably do a basic here. I don't think I'm really gonna need to cycle any turns or something, because he will go down here. If not, then yeah, I would have had a problem. Alright, let's see the back wall. Yeah, it's gonna be the same teams. Pretty much indeed. Yep, no exceptions. So I dropped a battle that's gonna make it pretty easy for him, I think, to pull off a victory, but I'll just try to put down the highest score I can. And then just see what he does. Maybe he'll fail somewhere. Alright, GL Newt time. So I gotta be careful here due to this Relic 7 B1, because last time that almost killed my First Order officer. And it's not a loss condition, but you just end up dropping banners, which I'd rather not do. So Django here is gonna have a chance to rocket. He almost never does it, but still good to acknowledge. Dodged is not great. That's also not great. Okay. I've never actually had that either, where both of those moves get dodged, so that could actually make things somewhat interesting. However, it did reset here, so I get another chance, which also failed, but now I have a third chance to remove turn meter, which again gets dodged. This one is pretty interesting actually. It's the first time I've had it go like that. And another resist over there. I'm gonna pass to Kylo Ren Unmasked in this case, because... sorry, to Kylo Ren. Because, yeah, Unmasked was already gonna take a turn and he simply had to cleanse Extortion anyway. So what good does that do me? And his AoE was also gonna fill him up. So that just seemed like a better combo. I will go for the stun here, but I've got to start being careful of Django and B1 and really pretty much all of them. Okay, got that one. Gonna cleanse this, but I think First Order Officer is almost certainly gonna go down here. In this case, I'll go for the stun on Django, because he is a much bigger threat. Try to push back Newt, hope it doesn't get evaded again. Resisted. It's practically the same. Okay, this time I got him. Pass this over to nobody, I think, actually. Just gonna use a basic here. And try to stun. Stun you. I should lose Officer in the next one. There's not really any way around it, but that's okay. I wanted to avoid it, but unfortunately couldn't. I'll pass over to you here. Oh, he doesn't have his moves available. Then I'll go for B1. And there goes Officer, yeah. So it doesn't help my case for trying to get high banners. I could have used a heavier counter as well. But pretty much exactly for the reason you're seeing, I like to use this team over and over to understand every scenario. And I've never really had a case where Newt ended up dodging and resisting pretty much everything. So to me that's interesting. That's way more interesting than winning a round. Yeah, let's keep this up, get him out of here. I don't even recall if I've already had one kill on Newt, I don't think so. Oh, you got two moves there. Stun him before he spreads extortion again. Barely beat him to a turn. That should be Django not out. Oh, come on. That's gonna cost me the banner. Kind of a pity, I have to say. I don't think there's... Oh, okay. Well, that healed him to full. So 53, like, it's not that punishing if you drop a character, but would have liked to not do that. Now this one, it takes a while without Wreckers, because you don't have the true damage. But this team does have more control. However, I'll need to get a stun on this guy, or I have a problem. Got it. And he should be almost down here. I think I'll just basic. I want to make sure he's gone. And in general, I like to try to hit Kylo as much as possible in between, as he has stacking defense. Then you can just get a little bit more damage out of your moves. This should cleanse me. And then I'm right up for a turn. Probably AoE out Kylo. Yeah, too easy this one. I don't really understand the point of this defensive team. Like if it's paired with... actually, that's one thing he might have changed up. I didn't see Qui-Gon Jinn on defense. But I believe he historically does set that. So maybe he swapped out one team. But like paired with that, I could totally see that. You put Qui-Gon in the back, for example, to drain Bad Batch or something. I'm not sure actually. Not a lot of people use Bad Batch on Qui-Gon. So yeah, this team, I'm not sure. So instead of using my Grandmaster Yoda on this one, I thought why not just throw in JKL. And I'll just leave Echo B over there on the side. And go straight for 5s, because with JKL damage getting through 5s is so much quicker. I hope anyway, that's the goal. So they're taking quite a bit of turns, he should be gone here. Still not. This is a stubborn guy. And I think Rex might actually have the Annihilate move up here, but I do still have a... what's the thing called? Savior? Yep, there it is. So I actually got JKL down with that, that's pretty impressive. But then the party kind of ends for him. Wondering if this is lower banners. No clue, I'll call JKR here. See if you can get Jolita full. I think it counts. Yep. Nice. Might as well F-lock, see if I can hit Droidica. Let's just call Ahsoka. Doesn't really matter too much what I do here. Just kind of eating multiple Grievous AoEs. And calling it a day. Okay, that's some pretty sweet damage, I have to say. Actually, I guess the goal would be to keep JML to full protection. Should be possible. Let's see if I can feed this little dude some turn meter and then got it done. Now with the healing immunity on this one, I'm pretty sure it should work. Not sure I want to burn just before IG takes a turn. And I don't even know if the foresights, like if the hiding's gonna do much for me here, but let's just try. And I'll probably just work my way through IG first. My R2 took way too much damage there, that's actually pretty concerning, so I need a lot of dodges on my BB-8 to properly heal him back up. Seems like BB-8 himself needs it too. So let's just stick with IG, I've made good progress already and he's already gone, that was quick. Not expecting it to go that fast. I'll go for the burn. I think she might already have her AoE back up in a sec. Next move maybe. So let's see if I can prevent taking that one. I was kind of hoping for a stun, but this works. And maybe I can, yes, there it is. Get my protection banner back on Rage at the Training. And I got the health ones too. Alright, got them under control. Now I should be able to pick off Zam straight away. That's a lot quicker than I thought it was going to be. As is that. Be kind of neat if I can stop him from really doing much. And it looks like that's a yes. Please don't strip my protection banners and I will be most grateful. Got it. Oh, that's one gone. Should have maybe gone for the stun chance there, given that it's, you know, it's the same potency, same chance for it to land essentially, so I should have actually done that, but let's hope I don't lose by one banner. Although there's probably a couple places where I can blame myself for that now. Hopefully stun on him. Yes, got it. That I'm very happy to see. Let's get a daze on him too. Contract. Looking good. I don't want to trigger him, so I'm just gonna basic on Zaalbar. No retribution either. Get him out of here. And I just focus on Zaalbar for a bit, I think. So he hasn't changed the fleets either. However, this is a pretty odd Malevolence lineup here with Spying starting. I don't know if I've seen that before. Interesting. Actually kind of curious what the stats on that are. Anyway, I'll go against his negotiator. Okay, time to try something a little bit different. I want to do the attacker lineup to see what I can get done with that. Opener, I guess a stun on Anakin makes sense, if I can land it, of course. And now there's potential for burning Savior. I think I should, so that I don't eat the group attack. So I'll just go with that. Just gotta be hopeful that I didn't trigger the unending loyalty bug, which apparently has returned. At least someone mentioned it recently, but doesn't look like it. There was like a very specific case where it occurred. I just don't want to make anyone panic by saying that, but it was a bit different from the one in the past, which occurred almost every fight. Let me call in Slave 1. And I think I should be able to get pretty much full banners here. I'll use this. Now I need to try to finish them off before their next turn, or I will eat that group attack. I would say that's not very likely for me to finish it, because yeah, still got his loyalty to deal with. So let's call IG. He's got a little bit more damage on those double hits. And who? I don't think a basic would do it. And the heal, well, that's not going to do a lot for me either. So I've pretty much got to gamble on the basic. There's almost no way. Yeah, it just needs that one more hit. So too bad, that costs me 3 to 4 banners from the looks of it. I'll need to look into this one a little bit better to iron that out. But I wanted to try to save my Hound's Tooth so that I could fight the Malevolence fleet. However, given that it's Spy in the starting lineup, I'm not super pumped about that. Alright, let's just try it out. Just gonna improvise on it, because it's a different lineup. I don't have Xanadu Blood, so I'll just see. So Spy is the tricky one here as well. I'm not used to fighting lineups with him. So I think what I want to do is just hit Vulture first. Spy is gonna like hide for the most part, and Vulture has that dangerous buff immunity that I don't want to get on me. So let's get started there. Now I have to feed some turn meter to my Houndstooth to get the taunt up, because Spy is about to launch that group attack potentially, and they start hitting me with all those Vulture droids. Yeah, there it is. Okay, get Daze out of there. Just want to do specials for now. Actually starting to wonder if my Houndstooth can take it. So let's get Scimitar in then as a replacement for Xanadu Blood, see if that works. And it's Sunfac for the stun. Ooh, Stunfac killing me. Okay. Yeah, I guess with the stun, if there's no way to counter, then you kind of go down, right? That's not ideal. That's probably going to cost me this fight. And potentially the round, but I knew that going into it, so that's okay. I really wanted to test this out. Cleanse everyone. Just do a basic for now, because there is no other option. I hope I can still pick off a ship. That would be nice, but the capital ship, that would be a nice one. Let's not get ahead of myself there. 2 turns, that's... I mean, it's kind of doable. So here I've got to think. The tank could definitely group attack out Sunfac, and I'm definitely going to make it to the ult, I think, if I survive. So rather than bring in Race Millennium Falcon, I think the tank is actually smarter. And then I've got to do this one here. I don't need the recovery, but I do need the kill. And doing this just to taunt... Place 3 concussion mines if they had 5 stacks of sweets, but they only have 2. So yeah, I think I'll go for the group attack. Get him out, at least kill something, like I was saying. Try to get Vulture out, got that too. Not too bad. Not saying this is by any means the best use of Houndstooth or that tank getting wrecked, but you know, sometimes it's fun to improvise a little bit. Let's use this, and then I think I've got the ult. Please don't die just yet. There we go. That's gonna call in Rave's Millennium Falcon. They all get healing and buff immunity. That means I can hit Spy, and Spy is not gonna stealth, which means I can kill Spy. Please don't die, you have served me very well this fight. RIP. And yeah, Hyena Bomber has a ton of defense, so this is not gonna do a lot. But I do kill the other ships, which is what I was expecting. So I'll be getting really lousy banners for this, but I can't really complain. These two are at least full protection. At least it was a one shot. So I would probably not run this counter again, I think. I was interested in this before, though I do wonder if Spy wasn't there in the starting lineup, if it would have gone different. So if in the future I can test this again, having Spy in reinforcement and Sunfac in the starting lineup, then I'm pretty sure I will if I can afford to. Always so rude. Nowadays I think I like to go for the tank with Rebels, because you can try to go for the... Although I'm pretty full turn meter, right? It should be possible in theory. I could wiggle, but I think I'd rather just basic and get going. Yeah, so if you get too many dodges, then it doesn't work. If you do get some good hits in, then it does. And now before the tank is taunting, I can also go for Poe and dispel the Foresight. It's getting pretty low. And then maybe the Falcon AoE could do something, but AI is smart enough to see that coming. Biston assist, please. Oh, come on, so close. I'll probably call in Cassian here. And try to get a kill. Got it. Don't mind that too much, because I think that allows me to get everyone to full protection, or almost. 72. For a final score of 20-39. So let's see what this Jedi Knight Revan guy does. I believe that was his name. And I'll show you the final result. So my opponent ended up attacking a little while later, and as you can see didn't actually bother to attack fleets, because by the time they reached fleets, they could actually no longer win. Needed like an average of 77 banners per fleet or something. Actually one-shot all of the teams here though, with the exception of the CLS team up top, which is just like, you know, tenacity on 3PO. And that seemed to have gotten a hold, even though they had plenty of teams for offense. I guess that was the one where they're like, oh yeah, I'll just soft counter this one. And that didn't work out for them. So that plus drops in other places got me the win. Feels a little bit lucky, but then again, I was also taking unnecessary risks here in the front on the Darth Revan team. Just went through the footage, and yeah, I guess I should have definitely done a fracture on Sith Empire Trooper, purely to get the retribution off and the taunt off, so I wouldn't need to hit him. But actual fracture wouldn't have stuck because Thrawn had Corrupt Battle Meditation. So I don't know, either way, it's like, it's a little bit details to me. The counter just seems less reliable than the Thrawn lead version to me. So that's probably what I'd run in the future, if at all. So anyway, hope you all had a good round and see you for the next one.